strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a pretty big news day today. The big thing for Splinterlands is that there is a brand new DAO proposal that is once again going to make some changes to rewards. So let's not waste any time. Let's go hop in. Let's take a look at it. Here is the post. And essentially what this is going to do is try to make sure that accounts are being rewarded properly based on the investment into cards. So let's just look at exactly what we've got here. So it talks about how they initially had collection power as a way to gate leagues. You needed to buy or rent so much collection power in order to get to a league to earn rewards. And again, that was to make sure that you made the proper investment into silver if you wanted silver rewards, into diamond if you wanted diamond rewards. We've seen the value, we've seen a lot more power in the system. It's not really the same barrier that it used to be. So now they are adding something a little different here. Now they are going to modify, if this passes, again, this is something the community has to vote for, but the proposal is to modify rshares or your battle rewards based on the league of your cards. So essentially, there will be a penalty if you use a card that is a lower level than the league cap below you. So this table right here shows what you need to get max rewards. So if you are in gold, for example, you need to play a level 5 common to get max rewards, a level 4 rare. These are the level caps, ignoring the epic exceptions, but these are the traditional level caps for silver. So if you're playing silver cards in gold, you will be fine. You will earn the same reward shares that you've earned before. If you are playing bronze cards in gold, you will receive a penalty. And the penalty is kind of uses this calculation down here. So it will take, if you need a level 5 to get 4 rewards, and you play a level 3, you will earn 3/5 of the rewards for that slot. So it then takes all 7 slots and calculates the percent, essentially the percent penalty that you have. So they give some examples here to go through, like I use Gold League, right? So if you use Gold League, the 0 is a starter card. So there's now going to be a double penalty for starter cards in terms of rewards. So none of this prevents you from playing lower level cards in higher leagues. You will just not earn as much. And if you do it with just a single card, it won't necessarily have a huge impact on your earnings. If you're playing 7 cards and 6 of them are the right level and 1 of them is not, going to be minor. But you see down here, like if you're playing level 1s and starter cards and golds, you're going to receive a pretty significant penalty there. And so it notes a few things that, again, you can play all cards in the leagues, you just receive a penalty. A card played above the minimum level cannot compensate for lower leagues. You don't get an additional bonus for playing a diamond league card in silver league or something like that. And then if your card is leveled down because of a lower summoner, it doesn't penalize the monster that's leveled down. Now you still get a penalty for playing a lower summoner, but you don't get that penalty applied twice to you. So I know what everybody's gonna say. So we're gonna address one thing here first. Everybody's like, this is just another nerf to my reward. And yes, there will be some people that get their rewards nerfed. But one thing I want to point out, we're gonna go look at some of the silver battles I played through to kind of show you why this is a problem. But keep in mind, okay, let's say you are a silver player and you're looking at this like, oh, I play some 1BCX cards. Maybe you're doing the math and like, oh, I'm gonna receive a 1/3 penalty to my rewards with this. This isn't fair. Why am I being nerfed? Keep in mind that there is a fixed SPS pool for both battle rewards and chests for each league. So the total rewards being distributed in Silver League, in our example, is going to stay the same. So yes, maybe your reward shares are going to be reduced to 2/3 of what they were. But if the league average is reducing it to 1/3 of what they were, then your rewards will actually go up as other players are penalized more than you. So who are these players that we're really trying to penalize? Let's go over to, I just started a new account, right, and played through silver. I played through silver, losing only 2 battles in silver. So I just hit gold here. These are all silver battles. And if we go through, like, just look at my opponents here. There's a level 1 Mywar. So those are all level 1 cards. There's a level 1. Everything's level 1. You can see there's a, that one was okay. There's a level 2, but we've got a level 1 common in there. So more level 1 cards. Level 1 card. These are all silver. This is silver 1. This is up in silver 1. So these accounts up here, now in this case they lost the battle, but even if you look at, like, even some of mine, where's some of mine? I didn't have obsidian. So yeah, I won this obsidian battle using level 1 cards at the very top of silver 1. So I am players and accounts are getting silver league rewards for using level 1 cards, and that's kind of what's messed up the economy. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, I shouldn't be penalized for, if I can beat silver league players with level 1 cards, then I shouldn't be penalized for that. I'm good enough. I should be rewarded for being a good player. And yes, that does sometimes happen, but in general, I'm not winning these level 1 battles here because I'm a better player. I'm winning it because we have so many accounts that have propped up, like, so many low league accounts that they're entering these higher leagues, and I'm ganging up on other level 1 BCX cards because we don't have a 0 rating inflation system here, and that's very important to understand. So the more battles we have, the more rating everybody's going to get, because a couple things. First, you get bonus rating, double rating for win streaks, right? That's extra rating that's put into the system. There's also a minimum rating you can get if you're not playing above your league cap. So say the rating calculations would say one person should get +5 and the other should get -5. Well, that turns into +10 and -5. That's extra rating that's put into the system. So 1 BCX teams, even starter card teams, can play each other over and over again. If there are enough of them, some of them are going to climb up to the top because they're going to increase, get more and more rating. So you get to this problem where you have 1 BCX cards or low level cards playing in higher leagues, and they're able to get those earnings. And that problem really compounds because this is a game where you can have multiple accounts. So now we have where incentives aren't aligned. You can have, instead of progressing your account and leveling up your cards and combining cards to progress throughout the game, we have people that, okay, and it's more effective if I just go create 10,000 accounts and let them be played by bots and assign all these 1 BCX cards to them, because those 1 BCX cards can get silver rewards, sometimes can climb up and get gold rewards, and you don't have to make those higher investments. So this is trying to realign the economy so that you have to make the necessary investment in cards in order to climb up to those leagues. And it's something I've been pushing for quite a while. This, in my opinion, is really the big final piece to really fixing our economy. And I really hope it passes. And I feel like it's going to be a big adjustment for players. Because what happens if we get rid of all these level 1 BCX teams that are playing here in silver? Like, this guy right here, he's not going to get any rewards. He's going to get very low rewards playing with these 1 BCX teams silver. Are they going to disappear? Are they going to combine cards and try to level up? I don't know what the response is going to be. If these cards kind of disappear, or if these accounts kind of disappear because they're no longer profitable, that's going to reduce the rating inflation. That's going to make it harder for everybody to climb in rating. So, and it's going to be very interesting. I feel pretty confident in saying that, okay, if you were at 1800 rating with 0 penalties today, you will have more rewards if this passes 2 weeks from now, having 1800 rating with no penalties. Like that, it's going to be more rewarding to reach certain rating threshold. But is it going to be harder to get to that 1800 rating? What's going to be the equivalent? Like, if you're playing at 1600 rating with a 20% penalty, or is that where you're going to see the same rewards that you were before? I don't know where this adjusts the economy to, but I feel like it's a necessary reset, and this is what it's really going to attack, is these 1 BCX cards that are playing in silver. I feel like that's kind of the largest chunk here. You've also got a decent number of bronze accounts playing in gold as well, and those will get hurt too. And then everybody's going to kind of fall back a little bit because of that. But again, what's very important to remember is that we have a set number of, we have a fixed amount of SPS rewards for each league. Okay, so it's not like you punish a whole league together. Those who have the cards in silver might actually significant earnings boost in silver if they're not being as penalized as much as others. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. I hope that's coming through, because I know anytime something like this is done, oh, you're just nerfing this. This is just more rewards for the whales. Well, no, I'm playing in Champion League with max cards. I'm not going to get more earnings because there's not these bots in Silver 1 that are draining that reward pool. I have my own set pool in Champion. You can't really play without max cards and champions. Maybe a few exceptions, but in general, I don't think champ's gonna be changed up here. You need max cards. Maybe somebody will play like a lower level fiend, or there are some other lower level cards. Now there are one big thing. I'll mention this, is that there are some cards that are intentionally played at lower levels, and that's a different conversation. So eventually what they want to do is have it so you can choose which level card you want to play. So say a card is better at level 7 than level 10 because it's lower speed, and we're in a reverse speed rule set. You could then choose to play your level 7, and you don't get penalized that because you still own the higher league card. Now if you own a lower level card intentionally and choose to play that, you will be penalized in terms of your reward shares there. So that is something to factor in, but again, those are very niche situations and they're a very small percent. I don't expect that to have a much of a factor in earnings, and honestly, I'm okay with that because I don't like penalizing people because they leveled up their card. So at least now, even if the card is actually less valuable at a higher league, it can gain more earnings, so that helps its value. But anyways, what I was originally saying was that it's not like champion pool players or diamond players are now going to earn more because we're attacking some of these, like in particular silver bots. Attacking those 1 BCX silver bots is going to increase the rewards for the silver league players, because hopefully we don't have so many of those low league cards climbing into silver and that type of thing. So it's not just feeding the whales and that type of thing. It's going to reward those who are playing with cards at their league level or slightly below their league level. So that's another question I'll go over. Why is it the league below and not the league of? Like, why do you not need gold cards to play in gold league? And one of the biggest reasons like I didn't like that is because then you run into situations where, okay, I've got a max silver league deck. Well, I don't want to go into gold because now I'm getting penalized. So I'm dominating silver, but I don't want to climb up. So we want there always to be incentives to kind of climb to the next league. So if you max out your silver deck, you can still go into gold, and there's not going to be penalties there to move up a league. So we don't want it to be too strict, and we want you to still push towards higher leagues. But I think it's pretty reasonable. Like, I don't think you should be getting diamond rewards for playing with silver league cards or gold rewards for playing with bronze league cards. That's not something that's not a system that's going to have much longevity, and if you don't need to make that investment, because ultimately in the end the rewards need to line up with the investment, and that must be set up properly, or the economy just doesn't work and is going to fall apart. So I feel like this is realigning those incentives. Hopefully it's going to get people to combine more cards, and we'll see. Everybody thinks right now that we don't have enough, or that we have too many cards, too many chaos cards. If we get people combining cards from this, if we get people staking cards in tower defense coming soon, if we get people staking cards in lands coming soon-ish, tower defense land, we're talking about like next year. But I mean, it's October. Next year's close, right? So I mean, it's not all that far off. We're gonna soak up a lot of cards here. I'm not sure the sentiment of there being too many chaos cards is going to last through next year. I think these are gonna get eaten up pretty quick. But anyways, there we go. There's the proposal. There's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to vote for or against it? I've been campaigning for this for a long time, going back even several months to a town hall, bringing it up and talking about it then. So I am super stoked about this. I can definitely tell you that I will be voting for it. I don't know. I think it'll pass. I'm not 100% sure. I think this one will be a little bit controversial, but I think it'll pass, and I don't think it'll be too close, but you never know. I was surprised by some of the others, that's for sure. So it's ultimately up to the community. So we have a 1 week discussion. When it will be up for vote? We have a 1 week discussion on Discord. So if Discord and the comment section of this blog, which I'll link down below. So if you guys want to give your feedback in it, that's the place to do so. I certainly love to hear your feedback below my video, but the best place to make sure it's seen by the team and everything is in the Discord channel for this vote, and below this blog on Hive. Those are the two best places. You can discuss it for a week. And then if the community has any like concerns or wants to see modifications, they might make some minor modifications before the actual vote is then submitted for approval. Then it has 1 week to actually for us to cast our votes and that type of thing. So it's in discussion period right now. It'll be up for vote in about 1 week. And so absolutely go use your SPS, go make your voice heard. And I'm hoping this passes. So it'll be a game changer, and I think it's going to be for the better. So there's some other big news. We've got the Genesis League white paper, Genesis League goals white paper. Genesis League Soccer was rebranded already, so there wasn't confusion with GLS Genesis League Sports and GLS Genesis League Soccer, and then we got the soccer versus football. So it was rebranded there. That white paper is out. I'm going to be going over that as well, so don't go anywhere.